4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Unorthodox Podcast. Been a few weeks, got a little busy. Stuff happened in Evan's life, started a new job. Not going to tell you where because y'all know I got ops. I have ops.
Yeah, well, actually, he's not going to tell you where because it's, that might he might have to kill somebody or
I will have to kill you.
Kill a person or a child.
I might
it's not that I'll have to kill you. It's that he'll have to kill like children at his work.
I may just do it for fun. Yeah. Well, this got dark. All right. My name is Evan. You know that. I want to get a stage name like Evan Maximus. Or something.
No, Cold E.
Evan Mitchell.
Cold E. It's Cold E, dude. Remember?
I don't know if the camera is. I'm looking at the monitor right now. I don't know if you can see that, but my complexion isn't a Cold E.
No, I don't know. I feel like. Do we have that picture anywhere?
What picture?
The Cold E picture.
Yeah, on my phone, but we're not bringing it up because the phone's the camera right now. Also, pick the fucking browser off the camera 2 thing. I want this when we cut to that.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus. Right. The hell do you think show we're running here? Did you click the button? Right. There you go. Good Lord. Okay, sorry, people. For those of you who are watching this who have noticed me, and I'm getting noticed out there a little bit by some smaller people, and then it's the bigger fish. I'm a little minnow right now.
Working up.
The bluegill are noticing me, then they need the bass and the fishermen. What are they going to say when they see that shit? OBS, we love you. You're a very good streaming platform. Yeah, Tech Guy is here. We need a better name for him. So, yeah, Tech Guy. Socials. You can follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and X at UnorthoBros. You can do that on all of those. Let's get that up there. At UnorthoBros, I'm finally starting to post some stuff, clips from the show. I'm going to be doing sketches here.
A few memes. That's pretty good.
A meme here, too. I posted a really popular one about Taylor Swift. And we'll do that joke here later. Show email. You got questions for us. You want to know some stuff. You want to kill yourself and you don't want reasons not to. Send us an email at theunorthodoxpod@gmail.com. That is all in the screen over here. Send us an email. You can also message us on all the socials. I don't know if you can message on TikTok. We'll answer it anywhere. We'll answer it live on the show. We'll keep your name anonymous if you want. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just please reach out. We're very lonely.
We've been
locked in here for weeks.
I am very, yes, it's, oh God.
This is the only contact we have with the outside world, and it's one way.
This is actually a different Tech Guy. We've been eating them, to be honest with you.
Yep.
They're very tasty, a little bony, but yeah, you can watch us on YouTube, Rumble, and Spotify, most likely every Thursday. Next week's going to be a little weird. I'll do that in the announcements. Venmo. We've got our first Venmo. That'll be Evan-Brennan-10. You want to donate to the show? Send us that. 100% of what you give will go back to the show. And tell you what, just to boost the quality of the show even more, not only will 100% of what you give go back into the show, I will match that 100%. So you donate $1, I'll donate $1. Someone donated $20 to me. Well, it was a guy I know, but I'm now going to put, that means I have $40. Send me your money. If 1,000 of you send $1, we'll be able to afford better cameras, better lighting, a better tech guy, better everything. An executioner for interns.
I hate that. I hate him. It's the worst.
God, I love Miller High Life. Good stuff. Yeah, you got the time. Yeah. No, announcements. This is going to be a bit of a shorter show. Not because I'm lazy, but I am. But because next week is our Valentine's Day show. I don't think it's going to come out on Valentine's Day because, people have lives and they have loved ones. Not all of us do, and it hurts, So you'll be able to spend maybe the day after Valentine's Day with the Unorthodox Podcast. We're going to be talking about a lot of stuff. We maybe have quite a few couples coming in. It's going to be like the Whatever Podcast, but way better. We're going to be debunking the red pill, talking about a lot of Andrew Tate, talking about a lot of stuff like that. You will not want to miss it right here on YouTube, Rumble, and Spotify.
There will be blood.
There will be blood. Announcement number 2, the moon is a lie. That is all. That little, I don't know what that thing is in the sky. It's not a rock. It's not a celestial body that formed after a meteor hit the earth or something.
Lying to us.
Take whatever guns you have, fire them at whatever that is in the sky.
The moon. We know they're lying.
Whatever it is. There are wires under your skin. The blue things are not veins. The government has placed bugs under your skin. Remove them now. All right.
That's the real red pill.
That's the real red pill is the wires under your skin, and you need to take them out right now.
That's realizing that there's wires under your skin.
See, this is why we need to add a joke. I want to add like a joking banner. It's like, joking for legal reasons. This is a joke.
Yeah, and only for legal reasons.
Only for legal reasons.
Only for legal reasons.
Of course, there are no bugs under your skin that were implanted by the COVID vaccine that you need to remove them right now because your body is slowly being taken over by an Antichrist mind virus.
Yeah, we would never say something like that.
Never do something like that.
Yeah.
Never tell you to find the sharpest object you can and just start digging.
Just start jabbing.
And when you find that, you can email us at theunorthodoxpod@gmail.com. Let's get that up there.
Oh, I love that.
Send us those.
What an email.
Have
you ever seen a more beautiful email?
Trick question, you haven't, but
people ask me all the time about emails, and I tell them, Unorthodox Podcast, that's a beautiful email.
But it could be better because you'll have Bill Burr's podcast.
There's never been a bigger email.
Bill Burr
never been a more beautiful email.
themmmpodcast.com. I want to figure out how to make kick ass at theunorthodoxpod.com. If anyone knows how to do that, send us an email at theunorthodoxpod.com.
Beautiful email.
Gmail.com.
The biggest email that you've ever seen.
It's the best email you've ever seen. Some people tell me it's the best email. I don't say that. People tell me, and I say, really, is it the best email? And they say, yes, Mr. Trump, it is the best email there is.
Best email.
It is the best email there is. Kim Jong-un, wonderful man, bit of a fat ass.
Wonderful moon.
And said, Mr. Trump, you are the best email I've ever seen. I said, Mr. Jong-un, you don't mean that. It's not the best email. He said, it is. It is the best email you've ever seen.
It is the best email
you've seen. It is the best email.
We love it.
Do you know this means white power? But it doesn't. Is only morons say that.
Are you serious?
It's a thing. I'm not.
It's like a legit thing.
No, it's not a legit. It's a thing idiots say. It was a meme. Someone posted it on Twitter when Twitter was Twitter a few years ago. Because the game where you put it on your leg or something like that, high school, and if you look, hey, look down here, and they see you get to punch them.
Yeah.
People did that in pictures, and some idiot on Twitter made a joke where it's this actually means white, and they made a fake thread justifying it. And with the left,
did the self-referential thing. Yeah.
Leftists took it seriously, and there's the ACLU legitimately put it down as a hate symbol.
I love it when I love it when things when either people on the left or people on do you remember the anti-Antifa super soldier thing?
No.
People left-wing people just started tweeting Antifa things oh yeah, Antifa's gonna rise, wait for the day of reckoning. And the right-wing people were going nuts. This was a couple of years ago. They were absolutely...
You mean summer 2020?
No. This was but they were talking about talking about getting their mech suits ready, and everyone the right wing was taking it way too seriously.
I mean,
obviously,
to be fair, they've done it several times.
Gotten the mech suits ready, Evan?
They don't have, not the mechs, you know what I mean.
The closest thing to a mech suit we've seen in the world is the Killdozer.
That's hilarious.
Dude, the Killdozer?
I'm not at all worried about Antifa. We all saw what happened in Chaz, don't bring the Killdozer up. I see what you're doing on there. Chaz, you remember that in Seattle 2020? They took over a part of the city for 2 weeks, and the police came in 5 minutes, just took them all out with tear gas.
Dude,
they had full-on get back to the show. What the hell are you doing? They had full-on semi-automatic weapons. And most guns and weapons are semi-automatic. Guys said, we're gonna hold this street from everyone. And what show I will actually send someone in, and their peace garden, which is supposed to be what they were sustaining themselves off of, was just flowers and herbs. And
that's pretty.
When the police were just all right, let's get this over. They just tear gassed him and they scattered. Not a single person got
resisted. Yeah.
They're pussies, is what I'm saying. Oh my god. No, but let's get to the 5 of the chamber. We've wasted enough time. How much time? Right. Oh my god, we were 10 minutes already. Good lord. All right. You ready? All right. Yeah. A new bill put forth by congressional Republicans would block President Biden from delivering his State of the Union address. That would be overlay 1. Oh, it's on there. Never mind.
Yeah,
I apologize.
It's just
yes,
very tiny.
Would block President Biden from delivering his State of the Union address unless he submits a detailed budget request and national security strategy. When asked about how they feel about the new partisan bill, 90% of Americans polled were quoted as saying, "Thank God."
Okay, wait. What do you not like about Biden's national security strategy?
Not the strategy, just him speaking.
Okay.
Did you see the press conference? Was it today? No, it was yesterday.
I don't remember.
It was a press conference about how he's all the mental stuff is fake, and he fucking butchered it. I'm not even objectively speaking. The Biden. It was the he said yesterday he spoke to the president of France, but the one who's been dead for 30
I
years.
Heard about that, yep.
He called the president of Egypt, the president of Mexico. There was a bunch of, oh my god, it was It would be
man.
funny if that man didn't have the nuclear football.
Yeah.
All right.
We just need someone who's like under like 70 in office, please. Anyone under 70.
You people don't get to talk about it anymore. 2020, you had the most diverse field ever, and you still chose the old
guy.
we
still chose.
You still chose.
No. That wasn't me. You're talking about. Like, if it were me, I wouldn't have chosen Joe.
Who would you have chosen?
Not Joe.
Honestly, I might have voted for Andrew Tate. I met the guy when I went to Wartburg. I was like, this guy's nice. I think he's just two midget libertarians in a trench coat. But I liked him. I honestly might have voted for him.
Red pill.
Andrew. Oh, Yang. I meant Andrew Yang, not Tate.
Oh.
The short Asian guy, not Andrew Tate.
What's up, Biden?
Andrew Tate wasn't a thing in 2020.
Yeah. No. Andrew Yang, I think he had some interesting things to say. Well, he had some things to say that I was definitely like concerned about and no one else was concerned about. And I don't know. Yeah. I think that there's definitely a sect of billionaires like who realize that you can't just keep siphoning wealth from the bottom, 90% of people.
Yeah. I forgot
because eventually things don't go well, right?
I thought
eventually
it was $1,000 a month thing to everyone.
Like frustrated.
Remember that?
The UBI, which I don't know.
Everything would have caught up, everything would have just inflated.
No, not necessarily, right? So what's happening right now in the economy is really interesting because, right, a lot of the economic growth that's been happening for, middle-class Americans has been happening at the bottom, of the socioeconomic ladder. No, it's very true, right? Because you've had increasing minimum wages, things like that, right? The middle classes.
The company responded to that by replacing workers because they can't afford it.
Well, the middle classes, right? We are not seeing a lot of the things we want, like being able to own a home, right? And part of this is because we have this, because of BlackRock. Also because
go back and watch 2 weeks ago show
as this infinitely appreciating asset. Dude, that's ludicrous. You don't your home is not a way to build wealth because if you move, you're not gonna move Airbnb. Because you decided to move or there's so many reasons why homes are not great ways to build wealth. I'm sorry.
Airbnb.
Well, no, it's so what I'm saying, a lot of people say
I get what you're saying, yeah.
When the middle class builds wealth by buying a home,
I get it.
The home appreciates in value.
What's funny is I see people on social media defending squatters. It's mostly a problem in California and blue states, where it's these people usually homeless people and drug addicts will break into homes and live there. It's this person deserves that home if they're not living, but it's usually a house that's under construction or something, or a vacation home.
Yeah.
It's no, you may have a right to a roof over your head. You don't have a right to most of these. What they are, multi-million-dollar properties that someone bought as a vacation home. That's not yours.
Yeah. However, we could probably solve a homelessness a lot better if we were to actually build more housing or change zoning laws.
Because cities that Detroit has done situations like that and they just turn into drug dens. There's a lot more problems that people have other than not having a house.
But also we're really bad at building houses in the United States. I was in Amsterdam over the summer and Amsterdam has actually not Amsterdam
Italy? What's your Italy?
No, it was in Austria. Vienna. There we go. Yeah. Vienna. They've done really great things in building public housing that has made housing super affordable. Homelessness still exists in Vienna, but they have really good programs to mitigate it.
Not as diverse.
Yeah.
Austria too. I'm joking. It's a joke.
What are you saying? Yeah, joking banner. We need that banner down there.
This is a joke for
not
real. Reason. This is a joke.
Not real. This is a joke. Yeah.
I mean, what I'm not going to say I was going to say in the show, but I think it is a valid point because I don't think it's necessarily a blue. There's a lot. I don't know how
homelessness
to describe
is a really complicated issue.
Yes, it's not just give them a house. Many people don't want to be helped.
Well, so the one thing that I may have talked about.
Can't help a stray dog that wants to bite you.
But I may have talked about this before. But some of the most effective.
That sounded very racist. I didn't mean it.
Some of the most effective programs on stopping homelessness that have actually reduced the amounts is programs that target chronic homeless people, right? So these are people who aren't.
What do you mean target?
So basically, you find people who are chronically homeless. So these are people who are always homeless because they're not scared to be homeless.
You give them bags of fentanyl, but the fentanyl is actually powdered
It's a
sugar.
little too strong.
You wait until they're having such severe withdrawals. You take a big old street sweeper. I call it the homelessness-inator. You wipe them off the street. Boom.
That's actually not what it is.
Or
it's
you
where
just do the purge.
It's where you find homeless people and you basically put a team that's assigned to like several homes. Obviously, you don't have one. Like a team will have like 20 homeless people that they're assigned to, right? But this team will basically say, "Have you gotten a job yet? We're giving you an apartment." So because now you have an apartment and we have given this to you, and sometimes these homeless people will trash it and they just give them another one because it's cheaper. No, because it's cheaper actually to reform a homeless person than it is to keep providing these
giving them housing, just continued housing that they wreck, reform anyone?
Because eventually you reform a person who's homeless into a contributing member of society.
But how does that happen though? You can't just give them a house and say, now this works.
That's not what happens every time, right? So you give the person the house, and basically once this person starts to structure their life in a way where they have a job, they have a house, and they all of a sudden have all of these things that they're going to lose if they become homeless again, then they're once again scared to become homeless, right? They don't want to become homeless anymore, so you reform a homeless person into someone who can start to become a functioning member of society, and then once they're stable enough, you move them into society and they can live on their own. I think that is actually a program that has worked
these days,
really
especially,
well
there's a lot of homeless people are unfortunately drug addicts, and that's, like I said, you're not just going to solve that by like if you give a homeless drug addict $1 million right now, he'll kill himself in a night. It's a little bit more difficult than that.
True, but also a lot of drug addiction is many times based on like people's support networks being completely
and many of the stuff they're addicted
destroyed.
to, they get off that, they'll kill them.
Yeah, stuff like that too. But also, if someone's addicted to a substance, often it's because they don't have anything. They don't feel like they can change, right? They don't think they can change. They don't think that there's any hope, right? So what are you going to do other than just
can't. Shit's strong.
Well, yeah, it is really strong, right? But if you don't believe you can change, you're not going to.
So you're suggesting an inspirational speech?
No, I'm suggesting that you show people how they change. You start to reform them, right? So you get them in a house, and then you're like, okay, what are we going to do to take you one step closer? And you're not going to say we're changing you overnight. You're going to say, we're going to take you just a little bit closer to becoming a functioning member of society, right? Because people don't change overnight. That's the point.
Yeah, no.
You know, I think, you don't yell at someone. Yelling at someone, get a job, right? No homeless person's ever heard that and been like, oh yeah,
I'm convinced.
Yeah, I will do that.
That's the equivalent of putting any political bumper sticker on your car.
That is actually so fair. Yeah, we should move on though.
One more thing. I think one of the biggest mistakes Republicans have ever made is shutting down the loony bins. Because here's the thing, listen to me. People always point to Portugal as like a thing, like they decriminalized all drugs, they're doing great. You know what they also did? They put incredibly strict standards on social conduct. So do what you want, but if you're jerking off on a woman on a subway, you're going away forever.
Huh?
And we are. A lot of states are way too hyper compassionate to do that. States like California have essentially turned prison into a revolving door, so there's no incentive not to do crime.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of people...
And criminalized and made it illegal to actually defend yourself and your property and your family.
Well, here's the other interesting thing about people who go to prison a lot.
Oh, I know, this is hard.
People who, once again, when I talk about people who aren't scared to be homeless, a lot of people who go to prison a lot are also not scared to go to prison. Right? Because they're actually more comfortable in prison than they are on the outside.
I hear we integrating criminals into society. No, I agree. All right, let's move on. I don't know what the problem is, but I blame the Jews. All right, let's go to number 2. Why is my nose clogged? That's annoying. The debate on border security is heating up in Congress as a group of Senate Republicans have threatened to block a bipartisan deal as they feel the Democrats are attempting to hold border security hostage in order to push through their own agenda. The Republicans say that they weren't asking for much, not like a wall or anything, but just like a large concrete structure, not like a building, like part of one, just like a section of it.
Like just a half, like
that is
like one wall.
Yes, that is large in both a vertical and horizontal way, preferably across from like one ocean to the next. Not a lot.
Not a wall.
Totally reasonable. No, this is what they do all the time. And I said, God, I love how I said I want to move the show away from politics, and I'm doing this. And this is like the right does it too sometimes. The left does it way more often. They'll take like a bill will pass through almost unanimously through both houses, and I don't know why it goes back. I've never understood that. And just people just add a bunch of shit out like port, like they call it port and tags and whatever the hell it is. And it's just like, okay, here's like $10 million for 9/11. This is one of them, like 9/11 first responders victims, and we're also gonna like $100 million for like transgender surgeries or something like that. And like a group of Republicans who like Ron Paul, Rand Paul, were like, no, we're not signing this. Just give us the original deal. And then they'll go on news like, look, the Republicans hate. Here's what'll happen. There'll be a bill called the Don't Eat Live Puppies bill. It'll go through Congress, 100%. Maybe there's one asshole who thinks you should eat puppies or he's taking some stance. It'll go through Senate, 100%. Then it goes back. And the Don't Eat Puppies bill suddenly is facing some pushback. Because one side put in a bunch of things like, you should make it legal to eat little boys' penises. And there's a group of the other side that says, wait a minute, why are we putting this in? Why can't we just give all the money to not eating live puppies? And then the one side will go out and say, look, these guys want to eat live puppies. They think you should be able to eat live puppies. But it's not, it's actually kind of genius. I think it's brilliant, but it's evil.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I think that they have arrived.
Pork should be illegal.
Like for instance, like Ukraine aid, right? That is one thing that's in the bill, you know.
Yeah.
On the border, right? But that is something that
they need
is not okay. But
we're running out of men.
I mean, we disagree on the Ukraine thing. I definitely think that we should it's a no-brainer to keep funding that war.
To what end? We're not. That'll be a while. We're not getting
to weaken someone who could be our adversary.
At what point are they weakened enough, though? They have nukes. Regular troops don't really matter to us.
The other thing is are you just gonna let them take Ukraine? What happens after that? What does the world look like?
Maybe they're kind of useless to us.
Well, yeah, but what does the world look like after that?
No more Ukraine.
Right.
We go back to the 90s.
Right,
80s.
So is that a better world, Evan? The 80s and 90s?
I like how you think that all of our foreign policy is altruistic. It's not. Every country,
absolutely. I'm not saying
country,
it is,
no
right?
country does things altruistically. The U.S. only does things that are in the interest of the U.S. I learned that in 7th grade.
Well, here's the other thing that is interesting too. A lot of people are fed up with this whole thing where we're the world police. I don't think people realize what happens when you go to a into a world where no one's doing that job.
No, I agree.
Right?
But people blame
That's
Trump
not a world any of us want to live
Trump
in.
for a lot of that. But I think Biden's done a worse job of that than Trump. I think Ukraine.
Come on, Trump wants to pull out of Ukraine.
The invasion. I think the invasion of Ukraine is mainly I think Putin was emboldened by what he saw in Afghanistan. Honestly, I think that's what I believe.
I don't know. I think
by that cowardice there.
I think that the plans were in motion long before that.
They were in motion since Obama, but both Trump and Obama said no because their advisors told them if you do this, exactly what happened is going to happen.
I'm saying Putin's plans to invade Ukraine.
Maybe, but they probably were like, this is what's going to happen here.
You know, there's a lot of speculation that would say that maybe if Trump was in office, it wouldn't have been a war. It would have been a silent takeover. There would not have been a shot fired. And
I don't know. I think a lot of world leaders were kind of terrified of Trump, because they thought this man is crazy. He might nuke us, and that's all brinksmanship.
This man's crazy. He's going to pull the U.S. out of a policing role for the world.
He never wanted to pull us out of NATO. He just said these other countries should pay what they agreed to, which I think.
Okay, but that's also a huge misconception because if you look at percent of GDP, they are contributing a pretty good amount.
That's 2% yearly. It doesn't matter. Good amount. 2% was the agreed upon. If you're not paying that, you're not in NATO. Is what I say.
Yeah, but
before Ukraine, I haven't seen the numbers after that. It was only the U.S., which is paying 7. It's an insane number, not even 4%. Greece and England. As far as I'm concerned, before that, those are the only 3 countries in NATO, and they bring in the Swedish countries, they're the Scandinavian countries who bitch about the U.S.'s role in the world. I think you pay the 2% every year and a little bit of back pay because you owe us a little bit.
Yeah,
that's what I think.
I don't know.
And he was right.
The other thing too is that we have invested so much in our military. We cannot honestly, we can't genuinely expect everyone to be as gung ho about just spending all of their
no.
budget on the military
Yeah.
like we do, you know?
Yeah, no.
It's much easier for us to, like, if we give, like, a little bit of
they say that,
military
but also
strength to
they
NATO.
agreed. I mean, that's no, it doesn't matter. They agreed to do it.
Yeah, I don't
And
know.
if people
I
say,
think
well,
it's-
and yeah, I remember you said this before too. Like, our allies can't count on us with Trump. What do we've been able to count on them for like over 50,
Well, yeah, but
60
also-
years now.
But also, like,
They're all of our allies,
if
so like 4 of them are useless.
Even if Germany's military was as big as ours,
I think we're still too lenient
by
on
like size
Germany.
of GDP,
I don't
how
think
big
they've
is
earned it right
Germany,
yet.
Evan? How large is the land mass of Germany?
I don't. Here's the thing. I think we're too lenient on Germany. I don't think we should let them out of the doghouse yet. That warrior mindset is still there.
It's still churning.
there, and we essentially need to leave them as sacrificial lambs.
Like
for the
every
Europe.
time they build a tank, there's just like
Nope.
marching from
Not yet.
from
The language
in the
is-
back of their minds.
Make the language a little less scary, and then we'll consider maybe lessening the leash a little bit.
But
All right.
but my point is like Germany is a little bit bigger than Iowa, landmass
Way
wise.
bigger.
No, like they're like maybe twice the size.
Iowa land mass.
What's that website where you can overlay?
Okay, Iowa is 56. We're not doing that. Iowa is 56,000 miles. I'm rounding. Germany land mass. Germany's 138,000.
Okay, twice the size of Iowa.
A little more, but yes.
A little more than twice the size of Iowa, right? Not that much bigger, right?
Yeah, they almost took over the world twice.
Right. Think about a country that size trying to match like what would
I
what would
understand-
them
I
helping
understand
us
what
in
you're
a war mean?
So they're useless.
Like almost nothing. Yeah.
I understand what you're saying, but they agreed to it. If they can't fulfill their commitments, they need to leave. Or maybe kind of restructure some deal where we're not getting fucked. Pardon the language. I'm trying not to do that. All right. Let's go to number 3. Celine Dion received a standing ovation at the Grammys this weekend in the midst of her battle with stiff person syndrome, which is a neurological disorder that affects your limbs, speaking, and swallowing. Muscles that are involved in those, that is. During a post-show interview, Celine Dion said that she is in good spirits because after all these years of being a pop star, it's finally her turn to make herself stiff.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I think I worded that. It's a boner joke.
Oh,
Wait, let me. You know what? Let's redo that joke on air. It's finally her turn to be the stiff. You know what? You get it. It's about a joke about Celine Dion giving people boners.
yeah, there we go.
Guys, they can't all be home runs. All right,
You know what? Maybe they got it. I'm just thonk, nothing in here. Nothing in that brain.
All right, whatever. A man with a milk allergy in New York is suing McDonald's after eating a Big Mac caused an anaphylactic shock. The man claims he had ordered this meal hundreds of times before without problems. That's an oxymoron. If you're ordering a Big Mac hundreds of times, that's you got a lot more problems than a
I'm
milk
sorry,
allergy.
that is a problem in
Lord.
itself, and the fact that you don't realize that means you're sick. You're sick in your
there's
head.
this, like,
your
the
mind is
whitest
sick.
kids
There's a disease
No, whitest kids you know
planted
today.
inside your skull.
No, years
You are going.
years ago, the whitest kids you know did like it was a sketch where this guy goes to the hospital. He's like sick. He's like, when the doctor's like, well, what do you eat for breakfast? Usually have a few hot dogs. I'll tell you what, well, I don't go to work. Probably have another few hot dogs on the way there. And what's lunch? I mean, a hot dog. Is it hot dogs? Yeah, a few of them. What about dinner? I usually like a steak. Do you really like steak? Ah, you're right. It's a hot dog. Just go on YouTube. Look up WKUK hot dogs. No, let me finish the joke. Claims he ordered the meal hundreds of times before without problems. God, do I sound stuffed up? I feel stuffed up. I don't like it.
I don't know.
But that this meal slipped through the cracks. Also excited by this story, ironically, are people who only eat cheese pizza and that one douchebag we all know who only eats chicken strips. I had a roommate
We
like
all
that.
know that, yeah.
Yes, I had a roommate like that. Sophomore year of college, most insufferable piece of shit I've ever known.
Grow up. Like seriously,
Oh, God, I get
eat
angry thinking
one
about it.
other thing. Just force yourself to try something new.
He's not even like
one new
lactose
thing.
intolerant. He's just an asshole.
One new thing a week. One new thing a week.
I try to do one new thing a day. I try to do it, but people like that. I used to be like that when I was a child. Not even joking. My
100%.
uncles told me cheesers because I just like didn't like cheese. Now I love it. A little platter of cheese, like nuts and
Dude,
like
cheese is the best.
like lean ham. Too.
Give me cheese.
I love cheese.
Is there a cheese-based diet?
Carnivore.
Well, yeah, but that's like meat and cheese.
All right.
I'm talking about solely cheese. Give me the cheese.
I have more beer? No, I don't. Taylor Swift made history at the Grammys this weekend wearing a dumb fucking watch as a necklace for some reason. There's by winning her 4th album of the year. At the award show, she also announced her new album will be releasing this year called Tortured Poets Department. Scroll up a little bit on that. The album cover has come under criticism, however, as it is believed she stole the idea from an iconic artist from the 90s. The group.
Yep.
Yep.
Look at that.
Yeah. Go to the Taylor. Go to the George. Click on. There should be the album cover on there.
Oh. Yeah.
Get rid of the Taylor Swift one. Get rid of overlay 5. Oh, did I fuck up? I might have screwed up. But oh my god, the show is a disaster so far.
No, we're good.
It's whatever.
Hey, that's what we meant to do.
You get the. I guarantee that a watch take those. You
don't see anything.
I guarantee the watch means something. Like Taylor Swift fans are like most QAnon. It's QAnon for white women.
Oh no, yeah, they.
You see the necklace? It's at 9:41 because at like 3 minutes and 41 seconds into her song about another man she had sex with for a week. And like she said, It's time to begin, and then that means that she's gonna release her album on February the 1st of 2024.
Okay, no. You know the thing that they
my sister's
are
one of them, and
figuring
I hate
out
them so much.
About this album, right? Her last boyfriend before Travis Kelce, right?
Yeah.
Before that, right, he was a British guy from London, right?
Of course he was.
The album's release date supposedly is going to be on the same day as the Boston Tea Party, right? As in, she's gonna declare war on
which one of your sisters
this
is it?
British person. Actually, no, I just absorbed this from the internet.
Oh God, I hate our country so much right now. I really do.
Really in vogue to say that, but you know what? I think we're doing great as a nation.
I think we are. I just think if Taylor Swift just went away, I think everything would be better.
Well, yeah.
She's the bane of our existence.
I think Taylor Swift has made some great music. I'm gonna be Taylor Swift.
Not good.
Positive.
Go to any evangelical Protestant church. It's Taylor Swift music. It's just 4-chord crap that's meant to hook on your emotions.
Oh no.
But it's worship. No, it isn't.
No. I do see what you're saying about Christian music.
Catholics, bro. We got those 1600 hymns.
Yeah, so do we.
Well, you're Baptist, you heretic.
Okay, but
yeah,
also...
communion's wine. It's just grape juice and crackers. It is.
Well, yeah, you think it's blood.
Jesus said, "This is my body.
This is actually my body."
Yes. The Eucharist.
This is my flesh.
Jesus Christ becomes physically present at the Mass every time we take Eucharist. Every time. It's not. It's a. A lot of Protestants get this wrong. It's not. They say you're sacrificing Christ again. No. Every single Mass, it's the same sacrifice at the foot of Calvary.
In short, Evan is a cannibal and proud.
You see, some Protestant denominations give Catholic shit for that, but half the Protestant denominations believe in the same thing. Anglicans, Lutherans all believe in in some form of transubstantiation.
To be honest, does it? How much does it actually matter?
I think it does. Because he literally said, if you don't eat of my body and drink of my blood, you will not be saved. I think that matters a lot.
Yeah, but I think it's a metaphor. He's actually there, right? He is actually there, but it's No,
because there in that passage also a lot of people there who said what you're saying is wait, you actually mean eat your body, drink your blood? I'm not doing that. They leave. If it was a metaphor, I think they leave. Jesus was saying, wait, guys, I'm not being literal, but he didn't. He just kind of let them leave.
Well, yeah, but also, he probably let them leave because if you're not he's you're not with a program, No matter what, because
I think if it was a metaphor, it would have something he would have clarified.
If you really believed, if you really had faith in what I'm doing, then you wouldn't hear weird stuff and be oh no, I'm out, right? Because you don't have any faith.
Plus, if you looked at the earliest Christians, did believe in that it was who was it? Oh God, it wasn't Paul or Peter. It was someone who learned from Saint Augustine, I think, who knew them, who also believed in the literal presence, who personally knew, I think, Paul. It might not be St. Augustine, someone fact check me. One of the earliest saints who personally knew the apostles. I would think at that point, if he was wrong about it, one of them who knew Jesus would have been like, "Yeah, it's a metaphor." But they never corrected him. I don't
know.
I know we're not going to solve 2,000-year-old theological debates here.
Yeah,
we will eventually, though. We're getting to the segments like that. All right. We will get segments like that. I want to take the show in a different direction. All right. We got a new segment. We don't have a stinger for it, unfortunately. I need to figure out how to do those. Evan's Animal Corner.
Oh, I love this.
Let's learn about some animals. All right. Get that camera up.
Oh, love that.
Here.
Hey, bud.
All right. We ready?
Yeah.
All right. This guy here is a sulcata. Oh, where is he at? There we go.
Hey.
There you go, buddy.
Oh, look at that guy.
This guy here is a sulcata tortoise, also known as an African spurred tortoise. Excuse me. The scientific name is Centrocheli sulcata. Now, these guys live in the Sahara Desert in Africa. Excuse me, wow. Now, this specific tortoise's name is Thor. Now, Thor is haunted every night by dreams and visions beyond his comprehension of fire and war and destruction. When he closes his eyes, he sees a man, or more like a being, clothed in darkness, sitting upon a mountain of the skulls of his enemies. He frequently wakes up screaming after seeing the birth of worlds and the dust that are the people that claim those worlds. And he sees them destroyed, one after another by an ancient entity known as Gorgamon. Gorgamon, an incomprehensible being older than the universe itself that seeks nothing but to feed his insatiable lust for the blood of the innocent. Now, while I call Gorgamon a him, it is important to note that whatever he is far beyond our feeble comprehension of male and female. He views us as ants in his yard, and we all live not at his mercy, but at his apathy. Yeah. I lost my space. Yeah. His true form is unfathomable to the mind, human or tortoise. Thor doesn't know if Gorgamon is coming to Earth. For all he knows, Gorgamon and the dreams are his own memories of doom from a past life, or they could possibly be visions in the steps that he takes to prevent himself from becoming the destroyer will only hasten his destiny of turning into the bane of all life. Hail Gorgamon, breaker of worlds, eater of galaxies, terror of existence, we beg for mercy in vain. And because that these guys are traditionally a desert tortoise, they feed on many things such as hay, succulents, and even cactuses because their mouths are coated to protect themselves from the thorns.
Oh. That's really interesting, Evan.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
This has been Evan's Animal Corner.
Wow.
Now, pretend there was a stinger there. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, that was really good.
Yes. All hail Gorgamon.
Hail. Truly hail.
Truly hail Gorgamon.
Hail.
Oh, what a great guy. All right.
Yeah.
I forgot to talk about this. Larry David got in some trouble the past few days. He beat up Elmo. We got
coolest. All right. And we are going to have more on Elmo's unique voice on social media on our website at today.com.
All right, let's go over to Alfred, checking the weather. And
not yet.
Wait.
Oh my gosh, you love Elmo, don't you?
Elmo, are you okay?
Just a lie, Elmo liked you before.
Ask permission before you touch people, Larry.
Let's get back on the couch and let's talk about how you're feeling.
They would have canceled the show, Elmo, if it was last season.
All right.
Larry,
then.
you've gone too far this time.
Yes, Larry.
Somebody had to do it.
Is anybody really surprised?
All right. So yes, he later apologized on that same show. When I initially heard about that, I thought they were just like filming an episode of Curb. But it turns out, the show's ending. It's a great show, and that seems like something he would do. But that doesn't seem very interesting. But Will Wheaton, famous little douchebag that was on Star Trek, decided he had the time in a day to respond. So I'm going to read this. It's quite pathetic. We believe we have that tweet up there, Will Wheaton, on the sources. Yeah, bring that up. It might be unreadable. It's up there. It's at the top. It's at the top. Yeah, bring that up. Will Wheaton. It says Will Wheaton.
All right, yeah.
It says Will Wheaton. Bring that
Right.
up. Yes. So I heard about Larry David assaulting Elmo on live television, but didn't watch it until now because I knew it would upset me. Holy shit, it's even worse than I thought. What the heck is wrong with that guy? He says the F word, by the way, because we're talking about Elmo. I figured.
Yeah.
Elmo is like the best friend to multiple generations of children. In the Sesame Street universe, Elmo is a child who is currently putting mental health and caring for others in the spotlight. And Larry effing David did that and thought it was going to be funny? What? What an asshole. What a stupid, self-centered, tone-deaf asshole. Full disclosure. All the time when I was growing up, my dad would grab me by the shoulders and shake me while he screamed in my face. He choked me more than once. Dude, he choked me more than once.
Yeah, that's...
He was always out of control, always in a furious rage. I don't think this is about Elmo.
Yeah.
And always terrifying. I'm a 51-year-old man, and my heart is pounding right now, recalling how I felt when I was a little boy who loved Grover the way today's kids love Elmo.
Dude.
This is pathetic. So this appalling, unforgivable, he hit a puppy, it felt. Despicable act hits more than one raw nerve for me. And I'm going to say what I wish I'd been able to say when this sort of thing happened to me. Larry David, this was not okay, and your obviously insincere apology clearly communicates you don't get that. See, Will, you don't have to put insincere and then apology in air quotes. One or the other will work. It's like saying ATM machine or PIN number.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean...
No, but oh my God, this is pathetic.
Well, like, I don't know.
No.
Guy's clearly been through it, but...
Who gives a shit? I hate Elmo in the first place. Like, not Sesame Street. What the hell with the green frog?
Well, we're not questioning whether Elmo deserves it. He deserves it.
I think Elmo should be skinned alive.
Yeah, but Elmo deserved it.
Elmo deserved it.
But
no, what?
You know,
Will Wheaton just reminds me of Scrappy Doo.
Who's Scrappy Doo?
You know, what is it? He's like Scooby Doo's cousin. He's like, let me at him.
Oh man, yeah.
Let me at him.
Like little dog energy. Little dog energy.
He feels like Will Wheaton feels like a guy I could pick up by the scruff of his neck like a kitten
and be like, ah.
Yeah, and she's like, get him. It's an easy little guy.
Yeah, come on.
Wesley Crusher. No.
Oh wait, he's Wesley?
He's Wesley, yeah.
Oh dude, yeah, wow.
You didn't know I said Will Wheaton's on Star Trek. You did.
Well, yeah, I knew that that Wesley, like he was on Star Trek. You said he was on Star Trek, but I didn't know who he was.
Said Next Generation. He was not a like character. No, but this clearly isn't about Elmo. Also, Elmo has been a child for like 40 years now.
Yeah. 40-year-old child. That's kind of weird.
Well, not anymore.
Weird.
People can do that these days, and it's okay, and we can't question it.
I don't know. It's just kind of weird.
Yes. Whatever. I just want to talk about that. Just thought it would be fun. All right. So Ben Shapiro released a new... Take that off. Get the normal cam. Ben Shapiro released a new rap. This has been kind of in the zeitgeist for a while now. I thought about not even doing it anymore. I wrote this a while ago, but I thought it'd be fun. We're going to go ahead and watch that beautiful piece of art, and we're going to review it. Let's hit it.
Huh.
They call me offensive, controversial. It's only two genders, boys and girls. They can't cancel my message because I'm the biggest independent rapper in the whole freaking world. Claim that I'm racist, yeah, alright. I'm not ashamed because I'm white. If every Caucasian's a bigot, I guess every Muslim's a terrorist. Every liberal is right. I don't want to talk to folks who don't get it. Go woke, go broke, no hope, it's pathetic. Pro-choice, pronouns, pro-love, you're progressive. But you ain't pro-gun, no one to protect it. Where the American flags at? Remember when people would hang those? They've been taken down, they all been replaced with BLM flags or a rainbow. This ain't rap, this ain't money, cars and clothes. We ain't selling drugs, we ain't gonna overdose. We ain't pushing guns, ain't promoting stripper poles. We won't turn your sons into thugs or your daughters into hoes. I don't care if I offend you. I was put here to upset you. You can cry and you can scream, you can riot in the streets. You defunded the police, now there's no one to protect you. I hope I offend you. I ask myself what would Ben do? Let's just keep it real, facts. Don't care how you feel, man. If you want my pronouns, I'm the man who don't respect.
Let's look at the stats, I've got the facts. My money like Lizzo, my pockets are fat. Homie, I'm epic, don't be a wap. Dog, it's a yarmulke, homie, no cap. Look at the graphs, look at my charts. You're blowing money on strippers and cars. You going to prison, I'm on television. Dog, no one knows who you are. Keep hating on me on the internet. My comment section all woke Karens. And I make racks off compound interest. Y'all live with your parents. Nikki, take some notes, I just did this for fun. All my people, download this, let's get a Billboard #1.
This ain't rap, this ain't money, cars and clothes. We ain't selling drugs, we ain't gonna overdose. We ain't pushing guns, ain't promoting stripper poles. We won't turn your sons into thugs or your daughters into hoes. I don't care if I offend you. I was put here to upset you. You can cry and you can scream. don't respect you. You mad, you mad, you mad. I guess it's cool to be the victim, well, I'ma be the man. You sad, you sad, you sad. You just try to get attention, being triggered's all you have. You mad, you mad, you mad. You blame everybody else for every problem that you can. You sad, you sad, you sad. I will never say I'm sorry, I ain't taking nothing back. I don't care if I offend you. I was put here to upset you. You can cry and you can scream. You can riot in the streets. You defunded the police. Now there's no one to protect you. I hope I offend you. I ask myself what would Ben do. Let's just keep it real, facts. Don't care how you feel, man. If you want my pronouns, I'm the man. I'm the man who don't respect you.
Yeah, so that was awesome. Honestly,
I think we have different definitions of awesome, Evan.
How much rap do you listen to? I don't listen to a lot, but
Evan, have you listened to any rap album?
Well,
have you listened to like?
Well, I know, but I just
have you listened to like?
It was fun. It wasn't openly. It wasn't Lizzo or what Cardi B, who I think has Down syndrome.
But it certainly was not like
she has Down syndrome.
NWA. Like it was not.
No one is. 90s rap is a different beast from anything today. Also, what's the full name for NWA? But like, hold on. What's the full name for NWA? Say it.
I do not know. Do you know the full name?
I asked you.
Have you listened to that album though?
Yes, everyone has.
Oh, okay. I've listened to it too, but I don't know the full name.
What album? What's the N stand for?
I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that.
But why
didn't know that. I actually didn't know that.
Can you sing rap straight out of Compton for me real quick?
No, I cannot. I can't do that, Evan. Can't do that. But like, have you listened to have you listened to Pimp a Butterfly? Have you listened to that?
Is that an independent rapper? A lot of people say, I'm an independent artist.
It's like no, it's Kendrick Lamar's like kind of artsy album. Yeah. It was, which I thought was really good.
Most rap is garbage these days. So
I don't know. I feel like you just like this rap strictly because it's Ben Shapiro.
I thought it was fine. I don't like really rap mainly at all, but I thought it was fine. It's got a better message than most rap music these days.
What's the message of most rap music, Evan?
I don't know.
As someone who has never listened to a rap song in your life.
Well, I have friends who do, and you hear it pass. Just, there's a big thug culture and hoe culture in rap.
Fair.
Yeah. I think this kind of, despite the man looking like I don't know what to describe it, a scrotum, just they had a message of being a man, not being offended by stuff.
Yeah,
that was fine.
I don't know. I think it's funny that like the right is always like, I'm not offended by anything, and every other week it's like, The Little Mermaid should not be black. Like,
well, that's not about being offended.
We don't watch any Disney movies. We can't drink Busch Light anymore. Bud Light. We don't like Bud Light anymore. We're offended by that.
That's not being offended by. That's about values. Like if
I don't know. I feel like that's being offended. I feel like
Disney openly shows. Okay.
But also, like, being offended by someone who says that immigrants are poisoning the blood of the nation, that is also about values, Evan.
Who's that?
Donald Trump.
When?
He said, if they're letting immigrants in, they're poisoning from who knows where, they're poisoning the blood. And yes, I searched for, like, the full quote. It was pretty unambiguous. Yeah, of course you haven't heard of this.
I never.
Yeah, you haven't, because you only listened to Jim.
A month ago? Well, I'm also on Twitter. Oh, it was in Iowa. Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I frankly don't give a shit. I don't care.
Yeah,
really
see, but that's also like a difference in values. Like that's.
I don't. Well, what you were saying, like, don't drink Bud. Conservatives are offended by Bud Light. There's just like the.
Yeah, also, like they sent one influencer who happened to be trans, like one little care pack, and then
and they
the whole right wing like exploded and was like, companies can't do I'm going to be pissed about this forever.
Yeah.
Like
I agree. Well, they shouldn't do that.
Yeah, but like I'm just saying you can't say that you're not offended by things.
That was okay, fair enough.
If you're gonna like boycott an entire beer. And yes, Bud Light did take a hit. That was kind of fun.
What was awesome about that is the right managed to associate drinking Bud Light with being gay. Like if you saw someone, like I remember like the entire time that was happening, if you saw someone drinking a Bud Light at a bar, everyone was making fun of them.
I mean like the gay community, they were like so into Bud Light after that.
Yeah.
But also here's the other thing.
It's a bad
They
beer in the
also
first
didn't
place.
quite-
Shit.
Well, Bud Light, Busch
Miller
Light,
High Life.
anything like that.
Sponsor us.
Miller High Life, dude. Sponsor. Blue Moon. Love a Blue Moon. Oh, Guinness.
I love it.
Dude, Guinness. Oh, Guinness.
Irish. All right, so we have some Ben Shapiro rapper names.
All right.
We're going to read these.
Good stuff.
So first we got Jupak Shakur.
Solid.
Tech guy, you want to read the next one?
What does that say?
I'll read it.
Oh, Judicrous. Okay, yeah, like
Judicrous.
ludicrous. Yeah,
Yes.
there we go.
Next one. 25 cent because what do I look like? A bank?
21 civilized.
Yes. Do you want to read the next one? I have to read the last one.
DJ Dreidel.
That's the benign. I think that might have been the one he said, but that's a benign one. And finally, we have MC Hammer a tunnel under a New York apartment.
Dude, that was one of the most nuts things that has ever happened.
No, but did you see the tweets from the guy? It's like,
yeah, he was like, I think
hear
Jews,
Hebrew
yeah.
under my apartment. I am not. I live on the ground floor. I am not crazy.
Yeah, exactly. And everyone was like, dude, you're so racist. You're so
Then it
like
came out, like,
anti-Semitic.
he
and then it was
tweets,
real.
I was right.
I was right. Like, imagine like hearing this
that's
for months
brilliant.
and being like, dude, I hear
Thinking
digging
you're going
and Yiddish.
insane.
Yeah, under my apartment. I'm not anti-Semitic, I swear. And then, like, that coming out, being vindicated.
That would be
like,
the greatest feeling in.
that would be like the most amazing thing ever.
God, I love that.
Yeah.
So yes. What are we at? What are we at for time? Take a look at that.
That's so insane.
What are we at for time?
Yeah. Let's take. Yeah.
We had an hour. Oh, we're almost at an hour. You know
All right.
what? I think it's about time to wrap it up.
All right.
I thought this was a good show. Good job, Mr. Shapiro and Tom something. I don't know her name. Yeah. Once again, if you want to follow us, you can do that on TikTok, X, and what's the other one? Instagram at @unorthobros. It's in the bottom corner there. Questions for the show. I want at least 3 of you. Send emails to the show. Send questions, suggestions.
Or if you've got any tips for local crimes you've committed,
Local crimes, we will solve them.
Or you could commit a crime for the show.
For the show.
For the show.
Like you can leave hints like with our little logo that's on our YouTube page.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You can send those. I'm burping a lot. It might be beer burps. At theunorthodoxpod@gmail.com. Send those emails
Beautiful
there. We'd
email.
love to hear from you.
The best email.
The best email.
The best email you've ever seen.
Other the Outlook emails are poisoning the blood of our nation.
Some people say the emails are
went
not
to
good
a gay
anymore, but
accident
my
there.
email's very good.
I drifted from Trump to gay there. Your Trump is way better than mine.
Well, thank you.
Lord. Yeah, and give us money for the show if you want us to get better at this. If I don't get $50 by the next show, Thor here will die. I need to make that. I will.
Dude, this guy is unhinged. Like, please.
Do you know the shell's actually a part of the tortoise? They can't just leave it. I'll do it. I will $50. Doesn't matter from who. Separate people. 50 separate people. Leaving $1. All right, so that's the end of the show. We will see you next week, most likely Thursday, I hope. Keep it unorthodox. All hail Gorgamon, breaker of worlds, eater of galaxies. All hail. Keep it unorthodox. Have a good one. Have a great weekend.